Hey, Aubrey, what's shaking?
I am doing great. How are you, Lindsay?
Good. Aubrey, how often do you blow dry your hair?
About once or twice a week.
Twice a week? Okay.
For recording on video. If you see my hair kind
Wow.
of straight looking nice, I blow dried my hair.
We're so honored for that. I
Yes.
never
What
do
about you,
because-
Lindsay?
No,
Your
I
hair
don't.
is so luxurious.
Yeah, no, I never blow dry my hair, and I don't even really brush my hair. I comb it in the shower, but I don't do anything because
Oh, that's
when
lucky.
you have curly hair, you can't do those things. It'll make it all poofy and weird.
Take
So
special maintenance. Yes.
yeah, special projects here. But yeah, why are we talking about this, Aubrey?
So this verb came up recently because native speakers struggle with it in the past. I think I just said I blew dry my hair and I was like blow dried. Michelle went to say it, and she was like, wait, is it blow dried or blue dry? And I was
Yeah.
like, let me think. Two-word verbs can be really confusing, especially
can.
in the past.
For sure. Because some function as single verbs and some are phrasal verbs, and this changes their past tense form. So we're really going to get into this today for our listeners. Yeah.
Yes, with lots of examples. It's going to be fun. But first, a quick grammar lesson. This is interesting. Most native speakers actually are not aware of this grammar. So after this little brief lesson, you will be above and beyond most native speakers.
Love it. So the difference between compound verb and phrasal verb, what do we think it is?
Exactly. So a compound verb is this broad category for any verb that's made of multiple words. So some include auxiliary verbs like will, go, or is running. And then some are combinations of multiple words like babysit, daydream, backflip.
Okay.
And then what's a phrasal verb, Lindsay?
Different, right? A phrasal verb is a type of compound verb that forms a new idiomatic meaning. And this is the key. It has to change the meaning when you put the verb and the preposition together, right?
Exactly. Like
Yes.
blow off, meaning to dismiss something, or
Right.
give in, meaning to do what someone wants, right?
Right.
So
Because-
it's a base verb plus an adverb or a preposition.
All right, so we know that the phrase blow off does not mean the same thing as blow. So that's how it changes the meaning, right?
Exactly. So
Good.
essentially, all phrasal verbs are compound verbs, but not all compound verbs are phrasal verbs. And here's what's really tricky. Many words can be both, depending on the context.
Oh my gosh. For example, look up. What about this one? Look up.
Yeah, so when it means the direction one is looking, it's just a verb with a preposition, right?
Yes.
A compound verb. I looked up from my book and saw she was leaving. But what if it's a phrasal verb, Lindsay?
When it's a phrasal verb, it would mean search for information, right? So I need to look up my flight times. I need to look up that word in the dictionary. That then changes the meaning of look slightly, right?
Exactly. It means like research actually has
Yeah,
nothing
research.
to do with the direction one is looking.
Yes.
So yes, very interesting. So blow dry, this is a single verb. And there's a reason native speakers mess it up a lot in the past tense because it functions as a single verb, meaning to dry something with a blow dryer.
Okay.
It's not a typical phrasal verb where the meaning changes dramatically.
No.
It just combines blow and dry to describe an action forming a compound verb.
Yeah. And also we would need a preposition there for it to be a phrasal verb, right? We don't have
That
a
too.
preposition. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
This is a compound verb. It's just combining two words.
Yeah.
But when you change the tense, you change the whole verb. So blow dry becomes blow dried, not blew dry. So like she blow dried her hair this morning.
Yes. Nice.
And the reason this is, I was going to say.
That's okay,
The
yeah.
reason this mistake is common is that when it's a phrasal verb, it works differently in the past, right?
Okay. Yep. Tell us more, Aubrey. What do we mean by that?
So for phrasal verbs, the particle remains unchanged and the main verb blow is changed to past tense. So let's give some
Yes.
examples. For example, the phrasal verb blow out,
Yeah.
meaning like to extinguish a flame. How would we say this in the past tense?
Yeah, in the past tense, of course, we say she blew out the candles on her cake. So then we are putting that blow into the past tense, right?
Exactly. Or it could also mean for a tire to burst. And if we say this in the past tense, I was late because my tire blew out on the highway. So we can see
Yes.
why, speakers make this mistake because we do hear phrasal verbs with blew in the past tense. Blew out. We got a couple
Yeah.
more examples here, but
Yeah.
blow dried.
Or blow up, another phrasal verb here, right? Meaning a couple of different meanings though. Explode, right? The old boiler suddenly blew up last night, right?
Yeah, this means there was an actual explosion. It blew
Yes.
up. But it could
Yes.
also mean a person's becoming very angry, right? She blew up when she heard the news. Does not mean she literally exploded. She got angry.
right? Or another meaning. Oh my gosh, there are 3 meanings. Jeez,
Yes.
Aubrey. Enlarge a photo or an image. I blew up the photo for the presentation. Yeah.
Right,
Sometimes you might go on vacation and you take a great photo of, let's say, a pyramid or something, and then you want to blow it up. You take it into the Photoshop and you make it a poster, right?
Exactly, right? And so you can, of course, say enlarge, but as with many verbs, we also have a phrasal verb that means the same thing. You can blow it up. I blew up the photo.
And the worst one is when we blow up at someone.
Right. Which
What's
we do
this about?
sometimes.
Yeah, we do.
To
It
get
happens.
very angry with someone and yell at them. Maybe he blew up at his coworker during the meeting. So this doesn't just mean he got angry and sat there silently. It would mean you took it out on them. You reacted. Maybe you yelled at them.
I feel like typically this will happen more at home, right, with a spouse or something, but it could happen at work for sure.
If you
or
got
a good
really
friend.
angry for some reason, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. Not good. Not good. Okay, Aubrey, let's deploy these in a role play because I know that our listeners love role plays. Guys, by the way, before we go any further in the episode, make sure you hit the follow button. Just take a second as you're listening. Go ahead into the show, hit follow on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, or if you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Okay.
Yes,
But-
absolutely. Okay, Lindsay, you and I are friends getting ready for a birthday party in this role play.
All right.
I'll start us out. Ready?
Yes. Yep.
Lindsay, can I borrow your hairdryer? I blow dried my hair before coming over, but it's still damp.
Sure. I'm almost done frosting the cupcakes and then I'll grab it for you.
Oh, wow. Those look amazing. I can't wait for her to blow out the candles.
By the way, did you hear about Angie's bike tire last night? It totally blew out on her way home.
Oh, no. Seriously? I've been meaning to call her. She actually blew up at me over a misunderstanding, and we need to talk.
Oh, sorry to hear it. Hopefully she comes tonight and you two can chat. Oh, Aubrey, why'd you put cupcakes in this? I'm hungry now.
Now you want a cupcake? Oh, I do love a cupcake. Well, it's
Yeah.
funny. Some cupcakes, like at kids' birthday parties, I cannot stand. I don't
Oh,
know if
really?
listeners out there, if you have these where
fake tasting.
and it has this giant glob of frosting that will like stain everything. It's like
Oh.
purple or green or something. Get
Oh,
those away
yeah,
from me.
sure.
But some cupcakes, like
Adult
from a
cupcakes,
bakery,
yeah.
adult
Yes.
cupcakes.
Oh my
delicious.
gosh, so good, so good. So we used a lot of instances here of the phrasal verbs with blow. So for example, we started with our nemesis here, right? I blow dried my hair before coming over, right?
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And you may hear native English speakers say, I blew dry my hair, because we have all of these other phrasal verbs with blow that
Yeah.
would say blew out, blew up
Yeah.
at me. So it's an easy mistake to make.
Yeah, and don't worry about it if they make that mistake, right? Because again, we're here for connection, not perfection. We're not going to call
we would
people
not
out
recommend
on
you
it.
correct them.
No,
Maybe just
no.
laugh with them, because they might
Yeah,
even say
just-
that. They'll be like, blew dried, blow dried.
Yeah, just
You-
laugh
and
with
you
them
can
and
be the
then-
one that knows. Blow dried.
And then come back to the story, the point of why they're
Totally.
speaking, right? The
Right.
connection. Good. What else?
Then I said, I can't wait for her to blow out the candles. So, of course, past
Yes.
tense, this would be she blew out the candles. That's extinguishing a flame, often when you blow
Right.
out those candles on a birthday cake or a cupcake.
Yeah, and then we're talking about Angie's bike tire. She had an unfortunate incident. Her tire blew out on her. Oh, sorry, on
Yeah.
her way home. Not on her. Blew out on her way home. Yeah.
Yeah, so when she was riding home, the tire popped, exploded, whatever it was, it blew out. So we'll also use the noun to have a blowout for either a bike tire or a car tire. That's when the tube needs replaced or the tire needs replaced.
That just gave me a great episode idea, Aubrey. I misread that phrase and I thought it said it blew out on her, period. Like, you know, when something happens to you, right? Oh, my car broke down on me.
Oh,
Does that mean on top of me? Like, no.
you would not survive that?
No, you would not survive that. But that deserves an episode, don't you think?
Absolutely. Be sure to
Okay.
hit follow. We will
Yes.
definitely plan a follow-up about that.
Good. All right. So what else did we say here?
All right, then I said, I've actually been meaning to call her. She blew up at me over a misunderstanding. Now, this is interesting because I could be exaggerating. You know, maybe she just snapped at me, or she could have fully yelled at me. It's kind of hard to know when someone says she blew up at me. This is sort of subjective. Everyone has
Right.
different tolerances for how angrily someone speaks to them.
Or for some people, a blow up is, you know, no big deal. But it also depends on the person's baseline personality.
Yeah. This reminds me,
Right.
sometimes my kids will say, don't yell at me. And I'm like, I
Right.
was
Not
not
yelling.
yelling.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
I might have been speaking strictly.
Yeah,
And
it's
sometimes I'll say, like,
personalities.
you should hear me yell. I don't think you ever
Oh,
have.
yeah. Oh, that's a threat. I love that.
Right.
Yeah, totally. No, it really depends on the personality. So, but these are all such common examples. Guys, this, blow up, this phrase, you're going to blow in, blow out, blow up. You're going to see it everywhere. Okay. So just be ready for it. Go back and review today's episode. It's really natural English. Okay.
Absolutely. Yes. And there are 6 more phrasal verbs with the word blow, but they
man.
each have a lot of meaning, multiple meanings like today's.
Yes.
So we're actually going to make this a 3-part series. So follow for part 2 and part 3, and we'll cover all of those fun phrasal verbs.
Awesome. Looking forward to that. So we will come full circle. And Aubrey, I'll see you in the next one. You have a good day.
Awesome.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.